Hello everyone, my name is Julian. I'm here to do an album review. This time is Serj Tankian's Harakiri. This album came out June 10th. It comes with 11 tracks, and it runs under 50 minutes long. Now, I'm a huge System of a Down fan. I actually own every single album, and I'm going to the concert this coming August. And never really followed his solo work very closely. I knew he's done solo work. I actually only thought he did one album, and I come to find that he's done multiple. I went to listen to them. Pretty good. Nothing ever really captured my attention. It was mostly like calmer music that what System does, which is super fast, heavy, in your face kind of music, very aggressive. And so I was never really a big fan of Serj's solo work. And when the first single of this album, Harakiri, came out, Figure It Out, I kind of went for, okay, that's pretty good. Still not a big fan, so I wasn't planning on buying it. Just, wait for it to come out on Spotify, listen to it. And then they released the single Cornucopia, and that kind of changed everything. It brought me into a new light. I actually fell in love with that song Cornucopia, and I don't know, I kept listening to it. I added it to one of my everyday playlists that I listen to when I relax in my car, and it was as if I had System's heaviness turned down a little bit, on the heaviness side, with some like lighter vocals, and just put them together, and that's what it was. And it still had that heavy, riff in some part of the song, and that's true with every song in this album. And he also experiments with different styles of music, but not too much to make it branch out into another sound, another style. It's mostly like, let me just experiment with two songs, put them in the album, and not too drastic so people can still enjoy it. And I honestly think this album was put very well together, starting out with Cornucopia and just ending it very nice with a normal, sort of fast-paced track. He also experiments with songs, like I said, Ching Chime, and Deafening Silence kind of has like some synthesizer beats at the beginning of the song, very slow. It's a slow track at the beginning, and then it goes back to your normal song. And then Ching Chime has this weird sound to it that's not your basic average song in this album, and plays with it, and rock is added, metal is added, and it develops really nicely into a full-blown enjoyable song. I thought it was going to be a problem, but I was open-minded, and it's very refreshing and new, and not what I hate about most albums. They're still good, but they're the same formula, and it kind of gets boring, and it doesn't become anything memorable. Well, this song, Chim Chime, is a perfect example of a song that keeps the same formula, but that intro will make it memorable for the rest of my life. And so it's like that through through each song. It's something very new, yet keeping it with that same familiar style that you're used to. So I just give points for Serj doing that in their music, just keeping it somewhat new instead of that same loop between verses and choruses. And so I love that in each song, and each song has it. One thing I really didn't appreciate too much was that each song kind of did resemble the other. It wasn't too much of a difference until you hit those Chim Chime or Deafening Silence, and then the punk song at the end. I'm not saying each song is the same, but at some points it's just loud music and screaming. Some parts are really repetitive. Some of the songs just kind of just repeat the chorus over, and at the end of the song over and over and over. Just kind of, I don't know if it's a way to get you to sing along with the song and get you to like it and memorize it more, so it's more likable. But it went to the point where it was kind of annoying, and I don't know. Either way, if you're a System of a Down fan, this is a little bit more approachable than his previous work. Resembles more like System, and it's also heavy, and it plays a lot, and his vocals are still great. When he does his mixing, he does two vocals. He does him singing his high notes and him singing his low notes, and combines them together to make that Serj sound that you hear in System, and you hear in this album. So that's really good. Singing good, drums really fast, really fun, or perfectly set for the music. It's not just being overproduced or anything like that, or extra loud or extra tricky, trying to impress the crowd. No, it fits each song perfectly. The guitar is in there, nothing really amazing in my opinion, really fun grooves, and everything else just blends really nicely. I give this album an 8 out of 10. It's a really solid release. If you're a fan of system, rock, nu metal, post, and some experimented, not at the same average formula, check this album out. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned.